Recently, as I was scrolling on Instagram, I got to know about the fires in Palisades in the US, and it's very unfortunate what has happened. But as you know how the algorithms work, what you see, it keeps showing you repeatedly similar things. So slowly it started showing me these reels that people uploaded where their houses were burning, they were crying, people were being interviewed about it. And it's something about scrolling, the way it works on your brain, that you just cannot stop. And almost for an hour, I kept doing it. I kept feeling sorry for the things that was happening there. Even the conspiracy about it, what really has happened. Maybe it was done on purpose and whatnot. But just seeing all those things and seeing people being miserable, it started bringing so much fear in my system. I started feeling scared. I started questioning, like, where are we really safe in life? And I'm someone who constantly does a lot of energy work on myself. But this time I just slipped into it. I was in a weird zone and I kept scrolling. And suddenly I started questioning everything in my life. The decisions that I took the courage of making were falling apart now in my mind. And suddenly it hit me. I've always known this and I've been wanting to share with you all that that is the power of social media. That is the power of television. The content that we consume defines our reality. Now, while in one part of the world there is cities being burned down or houses being burned down, but in all the other parts there is so much happening. And the point of news channels, especially maybe in the eastern country, I've noticed this, is to keep people engaged. And one great way of engaging people for good is giving them fear. And unfortunately, so many people unconsciously cling on to it and they start to feel fearful because we hold anxiety and stress and fear in our systems. We actually seek more things in our life that wants to consume that and adds more fuel to the fire within us. That's just how we subconsciously work. It's easy to blow up our existing energy, but it's difficult to shift the energy. Although, if you truly apply your wisdom, if you're practicing a little bit of meditation, it brings that awareness and you know when to stop, you know when to consciously shift your energy. And so, stopping yourself from watching things that actually bring in more anger and fear in your system, it is good for you because it will not amplify that in your reality. Now, you might say that it's important to know what's happening in the world, and yes, maybe sometimes it's good to know that maybe in another country something is being set on fire, and maybe you're not the prime minister of the country, and maybe you're not someone who's very strong having a political party or have this great influence on this planet. Maybe you're just someone like me who goes to a job and has a small, simple life. So, for people like us, we can simply make a prayer. Now, although prayer is sometimes underestimated, but the power of a prayer can actually change the things happening in the world. And great saints have done it behind the scenes without even a realization. But truly, it is a prayer, and people whose children, whose mothers make prayers all the time, truly, it is their prayers that actually protect us in the physical realm. And we'll talk about that another time, the power of a prayer. But simply genuinely putting it out there in the universe that may they be protected or something good, a good intention put out on the planet, that not only raises your vibration but also raises the planet's vibration and actually helps manifest in a physical sense in their life in some way, exactly the way they need it. So how about we simply just make a prayer and move on? If there is nothing that you can really do, or maybe think of it in a constructive sense. If you're someone who's strong, is not affected by their energy anymore, how about you find a constructive way to help them? And if you can't, then it's best to make a prayer and move on. It's important that we first strengthen our own foundations before we go out in the world and try to make a difference. If we are fearful, if we are afraid, then all this content is only a way to add more fuel to this fire and bring in that kind of experiences in the reality. Sometimes it's not even there in the reality, but we start wearing this lens of head color lens, and we start seeing the world that way and start to assume that everybody out there is here to attack us, and this is just living in an illusion. This is like creating your own prison and wondering why do you see bars everywhere. You have locked yourself, and it's important to break your bars and be very mindful that it's not even built in the first place. So using simple tools like the option that you get in the videos on Instagram or YouTube, where you have the option to say that you're not interested in this content, simply breaks that algorithm and it starts to show more of what you like. I can promise you this, and I have tried this in my own life. When I've used not interested option a lot on Instagram and YouTube, and I have consciously chosen to see the content I really want to, usually I stop using my phone by within 5 or 10 minutes, because they energize me, they motivate me, they make me feel positive. And sometimes when I go into this negative thinking pattern, I take my phone up, they actually help me build a positive self-esteem, make me feel positive and optimistic about life. And within 5-10 minutes, I'm again back on the path, doing what I'm meant to do. But on the other hand, when I just simply trip into seeing something that I shouldn't be seeing, or seeing something for entertainment purposes, then slowly the algorithm changes, and again I've been sliding down on the wrong direction. So algorithms in a way is a clear example of how energies truly work in our life. So I want you to know that it's important that we are mindful of what we are consuming, what kind of content, because our mind doesn't know the difference between a drama and a drama. In true sense, our life is nothing but a dream, and this is one kind of a drama, and in that, all these people who act and play and create content for us to watch is another drama, and our mind cannot differentiate between the two. Eventually, when you actually want to make certain decisions in your life, thought patterns will arise that actually are conclusions made not just from your real life but also from the movies without even your knowledge. And you'll say, oh yeah, that's what I've seen people experiencing this, but usually that might actually just come up from a movie. But we don't remember, we just remember the impressions that it left in our mind, and then it pushes us to assume that life is this way. Another thing I've noticed is when you actually feel fearful, you go after consuming content that only adds more to it. Maybe you just somehow end up watching a movie based on poverty, or a person who's struggling to make a living, or has terrible relationships, or maybe you just end up watching a lot of content that is fear based. Not just that, it also feeds itself through food. So people who live in fear crave a lot of meat. So I'm not saying it's necessarily that is the only reason, but sometimes we're drawn more to meat based food, because the animals, when they were killed, they experienced a lot of fear and anxiety within themselves. And when we consume that energy, because it's only transfer of energy, we start to experience that within our system, because it dissolves and becomes a part of us. So everything is just energy, and that's exactly why when you go to maybe a holy place or a place of worship, you feel more positive, because it's a transaction of energy taking place which is on a higher frequency. So it's as simple as that. Everything is energy. What you consume, what you see, what you say, what you hear, all of it. You also end up meeting people who actually talk only about fear. Somehow it's just amazing how the universe is like algorithm. It simply attracts what you're experiencing and amplifies it, only so that you become aware and correct it, not to punish you, but to correct you and bring you back on your path. So how far are you willing to go to actually understand what's happening in your life, that you need to shift your energy? The farther you go, the universe is very patiently and lovingly waiting for you. So if you want to correct it at the energetic level, great call. If not, It's okay, sometimes we do go ahead, we don't realize it, nobody's perfect. But keep going, keep aligning yourself, and be mindful of the content that you're consuming. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'll see you in another video on Secrets of the Soul.